Hello everyone, it's Anna from Anna's Paper Creations and welcome back to part 5 on how to make a Steampunk Spells mini album. So in this part we are going to decorate the inside here, but first I will tell you a bit. I added some more. Sometimes I need to look at it at myself and see what's needed, so I will tell you what I did. But first this frog here, I forgot to tell you, this was colored in with forest moss distress ink. So, but you can use a marker or just leave it as it is. And on this branch here, I used some stickles, distress black soot from rancher Tim Holtz. And also forgot to tell you this branch is from Tim Holtz. But we are going to make a tree on the other side, and I will try to show you how to draw it. And I feel a bit silly because I don't know how to draw, but it's just to give you some ideas how you can make things if you don't have the dice. So, I'll show you a bit on the inside here. Yeah, here I also wanted a spider, and this is cut out from Tim Holtz die. And I used vintage photo distress stickles, so I want him here, I think. So we will just glue him down. So here about so. And inside we made a pocket, and I didn't put a tag inside, so just put this in for now. Maybe change it later, but I will tell you. So, and also put on some bats here, and this is Martha Stewart. I can show you perch like so. But if you don't want to draw them or make them, you can use the other bats that in the paper line, and you can just color them black if you like to, or leave them as they are. And also I decided to put a spider, web spider, down here. It was the same as on this side that we glued down here, and it's a quick cuts die, if I didn't tell. So that was that, and then we can start creating the inside here. So we'll start here, and here we are going to use this paper here, so we just have to measure that it closes properly. If we maybe have to cut it down a bit, because it's cut the same length as the other 9 1/4, so I think it will work. So on this page here we are also going to have a flap down like so, and this is from the 12 by 12 paper, and I just cut out a piece of paper and scored it as a 1/2 inch, so we can glue this on here. So we can maybe leave it open on the top, so it's easier to slide a photo inside. So just glue it on the ends here. Like go maybe a bit inside here. So now we can just cut off the rest here. Go a bit on the outside, but we have to see that's not too high maybe. Oh, it fits. So, and maybe have a stopper inside here. I think maybe I will have this inside here, but we wait with that to later when we see it all. On the back side here I cut out this hat, a lady hat here, so we're going to have this here. So creates a bit of a pocket. I just need to take off my repositional glue here. So we're a bit on an angle here. So, and this I cut out from the 8x8 paper, so we can use that as a tag for now anyway, so we see what we will put in. And this is cut out from one of the tags, and I placed a magnet behind here and also some copy paper over, so we will take that here, I think. So it's also a stopper for this one, so just glue on the sides here. So now I can glue this on here. So this we can take in the middle or on the sides, but I think I go for the middle about here. Just eyeball it. And this paper is from the 12x12, if I didn't tell. Now I can put the magnet behind here. So you don't have to use this magnet because it's inside here and it will close up by itself, but I like to have magnets. So here was the glue on the wrong side, so I will just take some tape and glue it down. So I know it will stay in place. So now I think this is ready to be glued on the page here. We need to be sure not to go over the scoring lines, a bit from the scoring lines here. And this paper I also have an ink up with a vintage photo. So here we are going to have a banner. And only use repositional glue again. So we will start with this is from the cardstock cutouts. So we just take some glue on here. That was maybe far too much, but we see. So put it a bit on an angle here. Here about. And this I also inked up with a vintage photo. So I need to move it maybe a bit to see if it's about straight. So take off the extra glue here. Need to be a bit careful since I've inked it up. So now this can be glued down here, so we can see where we want it here. Want a bit to show up here about. Yeah. So here you can glue this on a string with a hot glue, on a twine if you like to, and make it a bit longer, and yeah. So just do what you like and think it's nice. So, and here is a window from Spellbinders, and I backed it with some paper, and I just drew on the inside, on the back inside here, to cut out the shape here. So this window you can also make by drawing, and it doesn't have to be straight at all, because it's steampunk, and then it doesn't have to be perfect. So I just see where I want it, if I want it a bit on the outside here maybe, or sticking in. I think I take it inside. So this we're only going to glue on the bottom here. So it makes a stopper for a tag. So this I also cut out from, it was a frame, and then it was loose, or not loose, it was cut out on the ends. So I cut out a couple of more hot air balloons, and this doesn't fit, it's a bit too small, but when we glue it on it won't show up, so you can just leave it like that if you like to, but I will take them on. So. So just position it about. Okay, then maybe take some more glue in here. So, and I want a black background here. So we just, and also here it was also a hot air balloon, and it's a bit showing up, but it doesn't matter, but I like to have this gear here, so I just glue it on. So then I will dry this and cut it off, and I'll be back. So now I've cut it out around a bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch around here. And here I also used one of the frames. It was the same as this one, so I saved the frames when I cut out the image, and just glue it on and cut around. So, and we're also going to make one more here, and here I cut out this lady, and it was from the 12 by 12 and inside one of these frames, and I colored her in with ripe persimmon and wild honey. So we are going to put her inside here. I want her to stick out on the front, so just on the back here glue a bit. Oh no, I'm not sure. I think maybe it was from the 8 by 8. Yeah. So then I will glue her on this paper here. It was from the 6 by 6. So, and I'll be back when I've cut it out. So now I've cut it out, and I think we will ink it up a bit. So we take some vintage photo here. So a bit here, and a bit black maybe. So then I will add the black on the sides of the windows. So just to give it some shadow, that I also did with the other window. So I'm not sure you can see it, but it adds a bit of a shadow, more life to it. So now we have some tags here, so now we can see where to place it. So I think I will ink up this a bit also. Just to give it some effect here. So, and we can also ink up this, but that I can do later, so you don't have to watch it all. So, and this you can also outline with a black paper. Maybe I will do that, and then I can show you in the finish video. So this can maybe go behind here a bit. So, and yeah, maybe too much with the two windows. Maybe I can put it here. So yeah, I think I take it there. And also have this cutout here. Maybe we can use that. So maybe on here. I think I take it on the other side. So I think I will glue this on here. So we take a plastic sheet behind so we don't glue it all down. These dies here are two dies I cut out, and it's Spellbinders die. So this can go behind here, maybe not that one. Like so, I think. And maybe you can take this inside here. So you can add as many tags and so as you like to. So we put it in like so, I think, for now. So maybe I change it a bit. So, but we can glue this on, but I want to ink it up a bit. And if you want this to be red, you can color it in with this Rip Persimmon. It fits the paper very well. But here I think I just use vintage photo. So, and in the windows here you can place in pictures before you glue it on the back, the paper on the back, or you can add the pictures later. So just glue it here, I think. Yeah. And also the back side of this owl I colored in a bit with my black marker. So now we can start working on this side. So for a flap I cut out this paper, and this I cut in an angle of the paper so the cats will become straight, but you can just cut it right away. So this is cut a bit smaller than 9 inch because the flap is 9 inch and 4 inch wide. And then I cut out the black paper, and we are scoring it at 1/2 inch, and then we line this up so we get the scoring lines here. So see if I can see myself. So just move it to the next, so we score it here about, so we know it will fit. So then we can take this on, and this is going to be a slider. Yeah, slide this way, and we are also going to make that another place in the album. So if you don't want 2 of these, you can just glue the paper on. So, but yeah, I think we will start folding this in and glue this on here. And I'm not sure I told it's from the 12 by 12 paper. So, but again, if I forget to tell, you can just look at the paper and find out what fits. Or use some other papers if you like to. So, this is just a suggestion what you can do. So I know it's a lot of work in this album, so you can skip some parts if you like to. And this flap you don't have to make at all, it's just to give a bit more room in the album. So, and then we will make the slider, and this is cut 1.5 inch, and I'll take this back again. And it's scored at 3/8 of an inch and 4.5 of an inch. So here you can measure, but I will just cut off the rest here. If I said 3/4 first, here it was 3/8 of an inch you score here, and then 4.5. So cut this off here. So this is going to go around here. So here you can use the score tape, or you can use liquid glue. So now you see it's a bit of a room, 1/8 of an inch on the top here, so it can slide easy. So now we can glue this on here. So here you also can use score tape, but a bit more time working with it with a liquid glue. So now this can slide like. Here I cut this lady from the 12 by 12, and I cut it in 4. And here you can use the whole image if you like to, or you can use a sticker or a chipboard or anything that you find easy to use. So this I wanted to go open like so, and on the back you see I glued on a strip of copy paper, because I started to cut out this chain here and then I changed my mind. So then you can always fix it with some copy paper and a bit of glue. So this I will only glue in the bottom here. So maybe 1/8 of an inch from the bottom. And this one I will take the multi-mat on. I'm going to glue it all down, and if you see the eyes here, I have taken some glossy accent inside the eyes. So also around the hair here. It can be difficult to cut out all, and then you can go inside with your marker and color it in, so you don't have to cut it all out. So. And then I want her hat on here, and here I also take some glossy accent. So I'm not sure, I will have a little feather behind here maybe. Just some of peeking out. I think I go for this. Just take it double here. And here again I should have had my hot glue gun. So, but I think we maybe can take some score tape. Just make sure not to glue it so it shows up. So, I think, and I think I take one more just to secure it. But here I don't want this to glue down, so we can take some paper powder or just a piece of paper maybe behind here. I can take a strip of this and glue on. So now this can go on the top here. I just want the glue in the top here. So now I've cut her out, and it can be a bit challenge to cut around with the feathers, so I just lifted it up like so and cut. So now these two are open here, so it's a pocket, and here you can glue a picture inside now. So I'll use it for a pocket. So we'll glue this on here, and here I see it's a bit of the black on the outside here, so I don't like that. I will mark it and cut it away. So just take a mark here. So here I don't have to be precise at all. I can just I can show you. So just cut off so we know it's enough. So now we can glue her on. Slide it to the side so I can show you some here. Here I cut out the house, and I'm not sure what dye this is. Maybe a quick cut dye, but I don't remember. So, and also we have some banners here. Let's see what we have. I think I will have the spider inside, maybe on the top here. Peeking like so. Yeah, so we can glue that on. So while it's still wet, I cut it off. It's more easy. On the inside, but try your scissor after so it won't be so sticky. So now we can glue this on the side here. We could perhaps maybe have some red behind here also, if I have enough. Can cut out two of them. One here and one on the bottom. You also can make a door that opens a bit. Put one on the top as well. Smart to wait to the last so you know what paper you have left over to do the small pieces. So now we can glue this on here, and also a bit on the outside here as well. Take that off. I will ink it up a bit with black soot. Just a bit on the sides here to give it some shadow. And it looks like it's lighter so inside. Just glue it on the sides here, so it can be used as a pocket. And yeah, I think we will make a tag to go inside here. So I also have a little tag here that can be put inside here if you want to, or all the way on the back here. So, like so. But I think I need to ink it up a bit. But first we will start with this one. So we need some black paper. So here I used the butterfly, but there is another butterfly on the 12 by 12 that also can be used if you don't want to do glue on the flowers that I'm going to do now. So here I've fussy cut out some flowers, and here I used the moon shadow ink that I showed before. It's a Gosham Hammer Gold. So, but you can ink it up with a vintage photo as well. So I'm going to glue them down with multi-matte, and then a bit of the glimmer in the shadow mist will disappear. But you can take on the shimmer after Gosham Gold if you like to. These flowers are cut out from the 12 by 12 paper. And here you also can use a sticker. Oops. And I think maybe this behind here. No. Here. So now I need this to dry a bit, and I will cut it out and I'll be back. So now I've cut it out, so it's ready to go inside here. And also taken this and inked it up with a vintage photo. It's from 8x8, so we can take this inside here. And this I also inked up with a vintage photo and placed a little flower here. So we can put it here maybe, like so. And I want 2 more flowers to go on the side for the house here. So here you can also put a little cat if you like to, or some gears or anything. So I think I will take both here and see where to place them. Maybe the other way. So I think so. Now we have finished this page here, and in the next part we will start on the next page. So this was sliding out a bit, and I need to get it more behind here maybe. So, but this isn't dry yet, so I have to leave it open. So thank you so much for watching everyone, and have fun creating. Take care. Bye bye.